Hi everyone, Shai here. I hope all of you are doing good. Welcome to another new video. When danger strikes and ordinary forces aren't enough, special police units step in fearless, highly trained, and ready for anything. Around the world, these elite teams take on the deadliest missions, from high-risk raids to counter-terror operations. But which units are the most feared? Get ready as we dive into the world's deadliest police forces you wouldn't want to mess. Number 1. SOBR. SOBR is an elite unit within the Russian police, named the Special Rapid Response Unit. They are used for high-intensity raids, anti-terror missions, and organized crime. They're like military commandos, but with fewer rules. Trained in urban warfare, building assaults, and close-quarters combat, the SOBR are infamous for their sheer brutality, especially during the Second Chechen War, where they were even feared by the Russian military. It makes sense, as they are armored like a small army themselves. They travel in BTRs and Gaz Tigers and are armed with AK-47s, RPGs, and grenade launchers. The SOBR shoots first and asks questions later or not at all. They're also known for using psychological warfare tactics on those they arrest, such as blindfolding and isolating detainees. They are often sent in to break up major protests. They operate in absolute secrecy, normally wearing full face masks, ensuring no one can identify them. One of the SOBR's first missions was to take out the Russian mafia, which they brutally did in the 1990s, leaving a trail of bodies behind. Despite being a police unit, the SOBR usually recruits from the military or special forces. Many human rights organizations have criticized the SOBR for ending suspects' lives instead of arresting them, but due to how secretive and protected they are, these claims are almost never investigated. Number 2. BOPE is Brazil's most elite police force. Their name stands for Battalion of Special Police Operations, but they're known to locals as the Skulls. Their black uniforms and armored vehicles scare even Brazil's toughest gangs. They are called in when regular police are too scared. Brazil's slums, called favelas, are run by gangs who often outnumber and outgun the regular police, and that's where BOPE comes in. During raids on favelas, BOPE shoots immediately upon entry. They don't knock or even try to arrest anyone. They neutralize any threats. This is why they have one of the highest kill rates in the world. There have been some years when BOPE officers have ended more lives than some countries' entire militaries during wartime. They travel around in massive armored vehicles named caveiras, but locals call them death wagons because when they show up, people die. BOPE enters areas where even the military won't go, meaning most of what happens in their raids goes off the record, allowing them to operate outside normal laws. Although BOPE is a police unit, many officers see themselves as soldiers fighting a war against Brazil's brutal gangs. Number 3. SO19. SO19 is the Specialist Firearms Command of the UK's police. In the UK, most police don't carry guns, but SO19 definitely does. They respond only to the most deadly and dangerous situations. Trained to kill with zero hesitation, they have to identify and neutralize threats within seconds. Unlike in the movies, SO19 doesn't shoot to wound, they only aim for the center mass or head. The scary thing about SO19 is you may not even see them coming. SO19 officers often operate disguised as civilians, meaning you could walk past one without even knowing it. In a hostage situation, SO19 is the last resort. They don't negotiate. They eliminate threats without warning. Their intel comes directly from the Secret Service, MI5. They travel around in high-speed kill vans, usually unmarked BMW X5s or Volvos. SO19 also has elite sniper teams. They're deployed during high-risk events, such as foreign state visits or royal occasions. Before moving on to the next point, I'd like to take a moment to introduce you all to my merchandise. You can support my content by getting your favorite products from my store or by simply joining my channel. Your support means a lot to me. Now, let's get back to the video. Number 4. GIGN. France's most elite police unit, the National Gendarmerie Intervention Group, known as GIGN. They specialize in counter-terrorism. They are so precise and deadly that they make the US SWAT teams look like amateurs. Every GIGN officer is trained to kill calmly. Surprisingly, their weapon of choice is a .357 Magnum, and the reason is scary. They are masters of headshots and never miss, making the .357 Magnum the perfect gun for the job. If these guys were in Call of Duty, they would all have diamond camos. In 1994, an Air France flight was hijacked in Marseille, France. 4 hijackers took 232 people hostage on board the plane until the GIGN was called in, eliminating the hijackers through the airplane windows. Unlike SWAT teams who make a lot of noise, the GIGN prefers stealth entries, meaning their targets often don't even get a chance to fire back. The GIGN also uses flashbangs, gas, and drones, with each officer being handpicked from French Special Forces. Many hostage takers immediately surrender when they realize the GIGN is nearby. Number 5. YAMAM. YAMAM is Israel's most elite police unit. Some say YAMAM is the deadliest police unit on Earth. They're used for hostage rescues and counter-terror, preemptively neutralizing targets before attacks even happen. They're also masters of going undercover, speaking and dressing like their targets to blend in. In training, YAMAM snipers fire at targets while running at full speed, ensuring they can shoot mid-motion while under pressure. In 2023, a gas station in Israel was attacked. YAMAM officers took out all 3 attackers in 18 seconds, doing so with pure precision. YAMAM officers who fail even slightly in training are removed, and you can only get in if you're already part of a top military unit such as the highly secretive Shaytit 13. YAMAM isn't just scary, they're unstoppable. Number 6. GIGN is Serbia's most elite police unit, infamous for their very scary armored masks. As well as policing, they're trained in urban and guerrilla warfare and are often military veterans of the Balkan Wars. CAE's early missions included hunting down war criminals and taking out rogue paramilitaries who were armed with tanks and RPGs. The CA uses live ammo during training, and their psychological training is brutal. Trainees are pushed to the point of mental collapse and then taught to rebuild themselves under stress. The CA only uses lethal force and are silent when doing so, normally ending lives instead of making arrests. Serbia plays both sides, meaning they're trained in both NATO and Russian tactics. The CA is also known for its elite sniper teams, made up of the best snipers from Serbia's military. Number 7. FBOE. Heard of by heart is the hostage rescue team of the FBI, often called America's domestic Delta Force. They're police but train and operate like a military unit. They're cleared to use military-grade lethal force on U.S. soil and train with SEAL Team 6 and Delta Force. They're psychologically engineered to override fear. Despite being a hostage rescue team, they don't negotiate. Instead, they're cleared to go in and neutralize any targets, even if the hostages are still inside. They're known for conducting surveillance for days or weeks before a mission, bugging buildings with microphones, tracking cell phones, and watching people through walls using radar. They use SCAR rifles, MP5s, custom shotguns, and grenade launchers. For transport, they use armored vehicles and black helicopters, meaning FBOE. Heart is better equipped than many U.S. military units. All of their missions are highly classified, meaning if things get crazy, you'll never hear the full story. These guys have zero accountability. Number 8. JD. 2 Joint Task Force 2 is Canada's most elite police unit. They operate in total secrecy. Even the Canadian government isn't told about their missions. However, we do know they've assassinated high-value targets overseas, including in Afghanistan, Iraq, Syria, and North Africa. One of their snipers holds the longest confirmed kill shot of all time. This took place in 2017 when a JD 2 sniper took out a target from 2.2 miles away, with the bullet traveling for over 10 seconds. Their training is so tough that even Canadian Special Forces often fail. JD 2 are trained to kill with their bare hands, snapping necks and crushing windpipes. During political summits, they're deployed in plain clothing. JD 2 also conducts missions with the American CIA, meaning they operate at the highest level. Number 9. GIGN is Spain's most elite police unit, specializing in hijackings and counterterrorism. They're famous for their night raids on criminal groups, entering like ghosts before either arresting or eliminating their targets. GIGN has taken down entire mafia networks. Their training is brutal, including a 48-hour march that 95% of candidates fail. They're also cleared for cross-border elimination, meaning they can neutralize targets both in Spain and abroad. Comment below which police unit you think was the most deadly. So, that was all for today. I hope you have watched the video up to this timestamp. Make sure to press the like button if it amazed you. Press the subscribe button if you still haven't subscribed to the channel, as it's totally free. You can follow me on all social media platforms. All links are given in the description. You can also watch other cool stuff. The playlist link is also mentioned in the description. I will catch you up soon in the next video. Till then, peace out.